Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Let me know if you can hear me, and we will proceed from there. I'm happy to see some of the goddess warriors in the building. Give me a 1 or a bell. Give me something. All right, Jody. Thank you. All right, you guys. So I have Nia here.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Queen Nia Marie.
Yes, I'm very proper this evening.
But you're still black. Proper.
Oh.
But still black. Because I know you've been, you've been accused. Yeah, you've been accused of being other than. Which, if that's who you are, that's who you are. But I'm just saying.
No, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly.
But a sister is a sister.
Pretty Ricky, what it do? What it do? Tahira Parks. Good evening.
Hello.
Diva the Divine Light. What's happening, sis? I have a shout out for you coming. Jody Cox. Good evening. Angela Boone. What's happening? And of course, my Mocha Duchess is modding. Thank you so much. Is Deshaun here yet?
I haven't heard too much from Deshaun lately.
Yeah, we've messaged. Let me check. J-Man4208. You already got questions coming in the dough.
Already with the questions.
Coming in the dough. Hot.
Like, hey, cut the intros. Cut the intros.
Yes. What's with Greenberg saying Robert won't take a deal? If you look back at all of Greenberg's statements, you'll probably find that he's good at just saying, no, I don't know. That's not true. You'll see this as a pattern. I don't know about any feds. I haven't heard anything. And then what happened? Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is don't really take anything this man says to heart. All right, T. All right, y'all. So I can't be waiting around for folks. I do see some people missing, but I'm not possessive in that way. YouTube is very generous to allow me to have a replay or a playback or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to do a proper intro, and then we'll go. You good with that, Nia Marie?
Let's get the beat.
Yeah. It's Goddess Dawn in a chariot. Where she at? There she is. Use your third eye, then look up high. Sun is rising. No more good night. It's time to take flight. Don't be uptight. Like and subscribe. Comment something nice. It's love in this light. High vibration. Here's Goddess Dawn. Get information.
Yes.
What?
Yes. We official.
I waited a couple weeks for that.
Yes, you did. Hello, world. Welcome, or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, November 6th, 2019. And we're back, and we're live. And by the grace of God, the Most High, shout out to my angels, my ancestors, and my guides for looking out for me each and every day. Thank you. We have a lot to discuss tonight, but we're trying to keep it short and sweet. It is a work night or a school night, whatever you want to term it. But, it's still good. It's all good. So what's happening with you, Miss Nia?
It's been an eventful few days. Keeping my eye on the P-Hive, the shit hive. I don't know what's going on. It's a roller coaster over there. Some days part of them is up. Some days part of them is down. They're this way. They're that way. I can't keep up.
We'll definitely
keep up.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We definitely will. But, you know,
Yes.
I'm going to, if we have time, which I have a feeling we may not, but if we do have time, I want to open up the phone line. And, but just know that you are able to leave a message any day, any time, excuse me, of the day or night, at the number on the screen. And I will play that message. Just know that if you do leave a message, it very well might get played, whether live or in a video. So I just want to put that out there, because I'm getting some messages. I get a lot of cool messages. I've talked to a lot of people actually because of messages that were left, but I also get a lot of crazy messages. And you might have noticed that I did put a video. A couple of y'all saw the video I put up of a message that I got from somebody who was inviting me to their channel, but they weren't very nice about it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people just told me to leave it be, which I definitely did. And I actually ended up finding out who that was, and it wasn't who I was told. A lot of people had hints, so they were sending me messages. Oh, I think it's this guy, but it wasn't. And we're gonna let's get into that a little bit real quick.
Yeah.
Somebody actually deleted a comment this dude left. So
I can't imagine who
kind of,
would have
but
done such
I think it kind of worked out, because I probably wouldn't have done the video otherwise.
It was nonsense anyways.
I don't know.
So when you're a moderator, you have the option to remove on certain comments, but it is in the same spot where the respond would be. So if I'm, quick on the respond, next thing you know, bloop, it could be gone. So if you're not subscribed, just saying, run a risk. If you're not subscribed and you're talking slick, and I go to respond to you and I don't catch it fast enough, you might get deleted. It's happened maybe twice.
Yeah, that I know of, but it's all good. It's all good.
I'm very honest.
Yeah, she is.
I screenshot, I send it to her. I say, I deleted this. Happened too fast.
So we're gonna go ahead and I want to play this audio. I'm a little nervous because I didn't label it properly, and I don't know if this is the one. Hopefully, this is not the one that his phone number is actually in, but I'll try to catch it. If so. Let's see.
If you don't catch it, then that's on him for being an asshole.
Kind of true. Yeah, I guess not. Huh? I guess And I guess you can call too if you feel like. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I suppose. We don't know this guy.
We don't. Okay, let's see. What's going on?
Hello, Goddess. To the P-Hive.
Oh, this is a different message.
Robert Sylvester Kelly will be rotting in jail for the rest of his life. He is facing 500 years, and he will be serving all of them, as he should. He will never get out, never get bail. There's no evidence that he's innocent, because he's not. If there was, he would have sued a long time ago. These people wouldn't even have the chance to step into a courtroom to file charges, so they would be sued. And he's never getting out. And Steve Greenberg himself, I want him charged just for being a clown. That's just it. That should be a crime. And I tell you, he will rot.
He said he will rot, by the way. I know that was a little fuzzy. I don't know. It's on this external speaker, which sometimes is not serving me well. But I'm going to dig up that message real quick.
I think he is rotting. I think his toe, it's starting with his toe.
It's definitely
and
showing.
Where it is now. It's probably all up his nasty ass calf.
Ugh. Yeah, he's falling apart. He's definitely falling apart. Okay. Give me 1 second. And now, in the meantime, what's happening in the chat? What we got going on?
So, I think some people had the sound was kind of flickering, but I think we're okay
during
now,
the audio?
hopefully.
During the message? Probably during that message.
I think it started happening a little bit before that, but I think we're okay.
Oh. Well.
I hope we're okay.
Well. Okay.
Well, the nerve.
Well, we can move on while I'm adamant about getting this audio over. I got to now switch over to this phone. But if you can,
yeah, gotta get that. We gotta get that audio. Because yeah, and as it says on the screen, you know, that's just not how you approach a woman, and you guys will hear in a second. Not even when you approach anyone, but certainly when you approach a woman and a goddess, right? You want to be respectful. You want to present your best self. But if someone doesn't have a best self, I don't know, can we really fault that person? I don't know. I mean, if you're already supporting a pedophile, should we?
Okay, I got it. So let's hold this. Let's hold your thoughts, because I found the audio. Right? But that's really good. Thank you for that. Let's go. Let's see here.
Just your name itself is totally wrong. Got it.
Okay, let me just stop there. Okay, if you didn't catch that, he said, just your name yourself is totally wrong, goddess. First of all, goddess is unique to me, because I know that there are many goddesses out there. There's a lot of us who are connected to our divine feminine, and we co-create every day, and we are trying to be our best selves. There's a lot of things that go within that, but to shame someone for that. But let's go back and let's play.
Just your name itself is totally wrong, goddess. Anyway, I would love you to come on my show and discuss your reason why you don't like R. Kelly and why you think that he done all these alleged things and all these alleged women. So basically, you're welcome to call me back personally. And
Right.
Put out my number directly to you. 832.
Oop, there we go. I don't want to play his number.
Uh-oh.
But he left his number. You get the gist. There's a whole video, if you go into my archives, on this situation. So I found out who this guy was. And I think I'll share. So I'm going to share his channel, not for him, not for any shine or for him or anything, but I just feel like we should all just know who he is, because he was a little disrespectful, a little rude.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think I'll share. Okay. So
First of all, you got the wrong name. Name's wrong. Right? That's my impression.
Yeah. I mean, he basically came in the door with an insult, and it's not okay. It's not okay. That's right, Sam.
Yeah.
That's what I know. What's up with the DJ situation, Diva?
We were saying that. It's these grown-ass DJs. They came up. Their parents, who knows? But then they're like, hey, guess what? I'm 50. Give me that equipment.
Exactly.
And these records. Come on.
Right. So, anyway, it was just funny at this point. I'm just like who has the audacity to even come at somebody like that? We're going to talk about Popeyes if we get there, J-Man. If not, Saturday, because I do have something on that. But, anyway. So, I'm just catching up on my little notes right here. So, yeah, this guy, he wanted me to come on his show, which I'm putting in air quotes. And, I just think that if you want, as a man, like Nia was saying, even as a content creator, or not but as a content creator, somebody who knows what goes on behind the scenes of this stuff, you should have a little more respect, a little more dignity about your own self, because you're looking crazy out here in these streets, son. Coming, and I'm gonna tell you this. I did put you out there, and just an FYI to anyone else, good or bad, just know that you potentially could get put out there. This platform is all about truth, also entertainment. And sometimes you might be the butt of it if you want to be that. And he clearly did. So that's all I'm going to say about that. He sure was.
Also, it's reaping season.
It is reaping season. It's also Mercury's in retrograde too. I'm kind of sailing through it. Though. That means that, I'm in a good place. I feel like, depending on how you have been thinking and acting, like what side of, the coin with regard to negativity versus positivity, or good experiences versus not so good or negative, if you want to put it that way. And I feel like the seeds that I planted are ones that I can be proud of and ones that I've worked hard to cultivate. So hopefully everybody else is vibrating high too. If you're not and you're in a bad place. Oh, also that reminds me, shout out to all of the warriors who I have actually been communicating with and talking to on a personal level. I just want to also put out there that are a couple people waiting on me to respond. We probably were in the middle of something and I had to kind of dip, but I have a career. It's a little demanding right now, so I'm traveling also. Give me till the end of this weekend if you're here listening, or if you're in the replay. Give me till Sunday and you should hear from me. I just wanted to put that out there because I do not like to leave people hanging, and if I have, it's just because, it wasn't intentional. So I just want to say. Where's my...
Is one of them me?
I'm like,
just saying,
where's my Crickets app? Did I leave you hanging, Mia Marie? I don't remember leaving you hanging ever, actually.
Well, maybe I will schedule an appointment.
Okay, that'll work. I do well with scheduling. Like, that's like part of how I get everything done. So if you want to throw yourself or throw me an invite to accept an invitation for your calendar, I'm definitely down for that. So what's happening next? Let's see. So we were just talking about this little peon. I'm well aware that I'm in the minority when it comes to the numbers. Like, I'm not like, what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't, where he's at, I've been there. Okay. And this thing says 6 years ago. So he clearly hasn't been like working his channel. Like, I just had my channel since January. So, only to say, for you to step to somebody like that, like, you would think you was like a Tasha K. Like, seriously? Like, even the numbers that I have, I would never approach anyone like that. And even if I was a Tasha K in numbers, I would not approach anyone like that. Like, to me, that was just ridiculous. Like, no home training.
He's got kind of this male privilege. Like, come on my show. What? Come and talk to you and your 57 subscribers. It's all probably your baby mamas. No,
exactly. That's rude. So if you're listening...
For you.
Yeah, no.
Amazing with the lowercase j.
Yeah, he clearly didn't take his time when he was...
No, he didn't. I got it.
No, but if you're listening, DJ Amazing, I'll open up the line for you. Yeah, I'll open up the line for you. You can actually text that 888 number also. I never really put that out there, but yeah. You can text that number and text me. Tell me you want to call in. I'll open the line for you. But I will not be coming onto your quote-unquote show, boo-boo. I'm just, not. But that was cute, though. That was real cute. But, go ahead and shoot me a text, and we can connect from there. Be my guest. But moving on. So speaking of Tasha K, I just brought Tasha K up. A little birdie told me that there's some stuff dropping maybe tomorrow. I know that there was a little announcement on Angelo's Instagram Live. I missed the whole thing. I think you sent it to me. I was so out of the loop. Yeah, I was busy that day.
While she was talking to Angelo, there were some hints of some things. I don't know what. Maybe she's pregnant again. I don't know.
What's up, Mike Nice? I don't know if I said hi, Auntie Annette, but hello, lady. J-Man, I know we spoke, but I'm glad you're still here. Oh, he says a big update on the girls. Yeah, so we're waiting on that.
On the girls, like her breasts?
I don't know that he means that. I'm thinking he means Joycelyn and Azriel.
Oh.
What's happening, Mimi? Mimi again. We gonna talk. Send me your email address. I need to talk to you. I don't want to put you out there. Love you, girl, if you're a girl. I've been surprised by that a couple times. I'm like, I'm off. My vibe is off. Thank you for the hearts, boo. Okay, so where we at? I'm looking at my notes here. Moving on. Oh, yeah, speaking of Tasha K. Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to hearing what's going on there. I hope she definitely comes through because I hate a fake announcement. I don't think she does that, though, but I know some people, they do. They put something out there, and I don't know, something may happen behind the scenes, and then you never hear from them again. And I'm definitely not talking about Dana J, because I really don't care if he does stuff or not at this point, because he lies so much. Never can believe a word out of that man's mouth. Nia.
Agreed. What? Why do you say my name?
Say my name. Just because I needed a little filler while I fish.
Okay, but you said it right after you said you can't believe a word out of somebody's mouth.
I didn't even catch that.
I lie.
See, but do hurt dog holla? Is that what we saying here?
Well, I mean, if you're talking to me,
Ooh.
it sounds like, then I'm like, what did I miss?
No. Actually, no. But
and then your timing was off. You needed to add a period.
No, I think you're feeling guilty.
Here.
What's up?
Yes, I'm actually an R. Kelly supporter. I have been the whole time. I'm a little learning.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like.
Time will tell. I don't know, but I have seen a couple of y'all in some people's chats, which is, that's your business. But like, meaning not as like someone asking questions and being inquisitive, but just more so a fan. I'm just like, wow.
You ain't never seen me fangirl.
I ain't talking about you, girl. Not you.
But I was in Hollywood's chat one time in one of her lives. Oh, I forget what she was going on about. But I was like, no, ma'am, that's not what was said. I think it was probably something about you and something about, being disrespected or people saying this or that. And I was just like, I can't, the impulse, right? I couldn't take it. So I was like, that's not what happened. And she was like, no, call the line. And I'm thinking, oh, no. No, you will not be having my number.
Wait, who are we speaking about? Who is this?
So that was Hollywood one time.
Oh, Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood Hex. Okay. So you were, okay.
Hollywood. I've heard people say Hollywood Xanax, too.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's pretty clever.
Yeah, there's a lot of, we could say a lot.
Although, she's not really the Xanax type, because that's more of a suburban drug. That's more of a, I drop the kids off at school. I have a $300,000 house. Let me pop a Xanax. That's that look. She's more of a, like a free, you dip the joints and that stuff. That's
what? Tell me more. Tell me more.
That's what I feel like. I feel like, cigar, just like something with a dark. There's a darkness, something that stains. She does something that stains.
Where are you seeing these stains? On her fingers?
I'm just sensing it. I'm in.
Oh, yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like there's certain people.
That's a whole different look.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think everyone gives off a vibe. No, I think everyone who has a platform, they give off a vibe. And especially those of us, I'll include myself, who don't show their face. You kind of have to feel them out.
Yeah.
And she feels like what did you say? Dark liquor and blunts?
Yeah, dark things. Like, even, I was going to say a cigar just because
cigar.
of the paper. Just because of the, the darkness of the rolling paper. But
yeah.
Yeah, or anything that you dip it in something. I just feel like she was dipping and doing all sorts of, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she chewed tobacco at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised.
She got a cup over there, just spitting out that nasty ass water. Please.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, actually. But yeah, so
and that's not a personal attack on her. That's just what the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah,
but,
it is what it is.
Different vibe, a different feel.
It is what it is. Look, she has thick skin. I think she was a little pressed though when Grown Man had her by the bowels with that info.
Yeah.
But shout out to Grown Man for being the bigger person, and he seems like he came down a few notches when he, I do appreciate the fact that, he stepped to her in that way I think some of it was for us or me because of that rant she did, but, if not, I still enjoyed it. So thank you.
Yeah, and, they need to realize that, they can pull that with one another that, I don't know, motherfucker, this and that, but really, when you cross the line over into the non-P-Hive world, we have different standards, different expectations, and yeah, we can take personal jabs or whatever that are kind of like, oh, you bitch, but there's a line that you probably shouldn't cross, and they're habitual line crossers. So, I don't know. I hope we're good now. And,
I'm good. I've been good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, thank you. And I appreciate knowing that we have support because, they out here apologizing and making truces. And, there was a truce, right, that we knew of. Last I know. I don't know. It's minute to minute.
Yeah, there have been so many truces and challenges and, cookouts and, plans and, New Year's resolutions and wishbone. I mean, all sorts of shit. And it all fails because they're all failures, I feel. That's just my own personal opinion. I don't have the raw data to back it up. It'll take another couple months for me to compile that. But for the most part, they're just a bunch of low-vibrating failures, I think. And so anything they try to come up with, like, oh, we're going to not fight each other ever again, that shit ends. That agreement, that gentleman's agreement is over within 36 hours.
As fast as they make those agreements, they are unmaking those agreements.
Yeah. It's like they've got their fingers crossed behind their backs, and they're already plotting, like, I can't stand you anyway, motherfucker,
Right. What's up, Priscilla? She said, Priscilla's saying, Goddess, I reported that P-Hive Twitter pig. Oh, yes. We're going to talk about her.
Yes.
Because we're going to blast one of these Twitter demons every live. We have to. There's a couple, and if we have to double up, that's cool too. Because it's just not right, some of the things that are being said, whether it's on Twitter or not. Like, some things, like you said about crossing the line. Like, I feel like these people aren't even human. Oh, right. Where's the donation coming from? Thank you for that.
That came from Mimi. She did that.
Oh, Mimi. Thank you, ma'am or sir. Can you I need, if you go to the About section of my page, you'll find my email. I really want to hear from you, Mimi, again. Okay, so let's see. Miss Kim, what's happening? I bet it won't last long. They might be going back and forth right now. Yes. J-Man, the man chained women up, made them defecate. Okay, we're talking about Sylvester, I think. And urinate in buckets, and the Hive want to say they want it. The girls were tortured by Satan himself. Yes. And that's, so we'll get to that but back to this real quick. Okay, so before this truce, which we don't know what this truce was about, why it came about, but what I do know, or what I feel, is that someone is pulling strings behind the scenes. Like, I think DJ Dustpan mentioned someone, the person's name who connected them. I don't remember what it was. I meant to get it so I could look that person up. But I'm just wondering, like...
Oh, yeah, like a Jonathan something or something like that.
Yeah. He named the person as if we would know who they were. Like, we don't know this person. You need to add a little detail when you giving some information like that.
DJ who? Like, what DJ called you?
Jeez. So, so before this so-called truce, which, I don't know, another YouTuber on that side came and was bashing Dana for already breaking the truce, although I hadn't seen evidence of it, but sounds like there already might be rumbling behind the scenes. If you guys see this picture of this dude standing up.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's almost like he's a tiny little action figure from like the Good Times era. Like he's like a Good Times statue.
He looks very tiny. Oh, I want to address Lola real quick. Hey, Lola. Yeah, Tasha K, I heard her, I think it was a couple days ago, say that she had her molester on. He was following her or sub to her, and she found out and blocked him. But she did say she had him on Facebook, or I think it was Facebook. She's like, oh, I put him out there. And I think it's because she did get criticism from people for not holding him accountable like she is Sylvester. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I hadn't looked. I don't care to be honest. But if she did do that, then good for her. I mean, good for her for coming to, being able to do that. It takes a lot of strength, to be able to come forward and put someone who harmed you in that way. There's a lot of psychological damage that comes with that. You can't judge people, honestly, when it comes to that stuff. So, let's see.
But that doesn't mean, so if she wants to she could hold him accountable, and she still has room to hold or to want R. Kelly to be held accountable. It's almost like there is an abundance of accountability out here for these fucking pedophiles. So, let's rack them up.
Right. It's like, why do you...
I would. I mean, like, it's not an on-off. It's not like, oh, I'm busy over here holding mine, this dude accountable, so I ain't got no time for R. Kelly. No. She can hold her, the person that assaulted her, accountable and still have the same energy for R. Kelly.
Exactly.
Thank you.
That's what I don't understand is why people, why do they say you can only do one or the other, or, it's, no. Not at all.
Yeah. Like, I got time.
So, exactly. So, as I was saying, I kind of think when, we're saying, when I'm asking who's pulling the strings, because somebody's pulling some strings behind the scenes, behind this whole thing with regard to that, the defense fund, all these apologies, all of a sudden people are doling out because somebody's called them. I swear I had this person's picture. But anyway, I personally feel like it might be Anton, Doug Anton, the attorney, because his name seems to come up a lot. And if you go on his Twitter, he's living it up right now. I don't think he's even thinking about none of this stuff in his day-to-day life, to be honest with you.
Is he really living it up? Is he like in
Please.
Hawaii?
No, he's just schmoozing with the celebs and, I think a lot of his, maybe his clients are also celebs, but he, I think Sylvester is a unique one, and the others are actually out there living their lives and thriving like normal people do, He's living
off of that dollar for the king money.
that, it's so vague the way that they describe that defense fund. Like, they don't even really give you room to question anything because it's too much to question. So it's a big joke, in my opinion.
It's almost like, where do babies come from? The defense fund.
Right. The defense fund. Just a big umbrella.
Just $50 is shit. That's where babies come from.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, like I said, I think Doug Anton is behind that, and whatever. He's all these people who you see in the forefront of this thing. I wouldn't put anything past these people. Like, how could you live your life and be involved in this shitty mess and be like a good person? Like, I just feel like all of this is, all these people are swimming in the same pool of cess, and I just feel like, I don't know, they all kind of deserve each other in a sense. So if that's what's happening, then that's what it is. But yeah, back to these two clowns. This thing won't last, and if it does it even matter? Like, they have no impact on any of this, especially Dustpan, or what is his new name? Because he's so little. They called him Leprechaun too, DJ Leprechaun, or was it just Leprechaun?
Yeah, I think they call him like that, Leprechaun. Sometimes Levi will say that.
Well,
don't even say that, midget. You're not supposed to say that. Say midget.
No. That's not, it's not very politically correct.
I didn't say it.
Well, I know you're the Miss Politically Correct out of everybody that I know.
Absolutely.
So
thank you for recognizing. But yeah, he is extremely tiny. So on his, even on YouTube, he has pictures of him next to different celebrities. And I'm thinking, how short are you? Like, he's next to Common, he looks like a mini man. He's next to Steve Harvey, he looks like a 5th grader. I mean, I'm just like, why would you even post these images?
Yeah.
He looks stupider.
He has a lot of false confidence, for sure.
Yeah, he does.
So,
and he's getting it from,
I don't know.
Women.
Well, I do know this. I feel like maybe that confidence might not be as false as I'm saying. Only because he did a rap song or a freestyle. And it's hilarious. I can't even believe he did that, first of all. Did everybody hear this mess? I'm like looking for it right now. I said I screen recorded, huh? I don't remember. Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear? Grown Man Show said he can't hear. Maybe
can't hear anything?
He can't have his volume up. Maybe he just does not have his volume up. I mean, if you can't find the audio, I can be part of the rap.
No, I have it. No, I know I have it. I know I have it. No, I need to just make sure I play the right. I have so much audio. I'm so afraid to press a button. I'm telling you. You won't believe the stuff that I get from people, and okay. But yeah, so hold the line. I have it for show. Maybe I should put my earbud in real quick just to test it first. Nia, take over for 2 seconds. Boom.
Oh, okay. So that when you come back, you can interrupt me and make it sound like I was talking too much? I don't think so. You take over for 2 seconds on your own show. And Goddess, no, I was going to say Goddess was the wrong name, but you are a goddess. And we're the Goddess Warriors. Oh, well, that's gone on more than 2 seconds. I don't know why she didn't have this ready.
Come on, Nia.
Come on.
You did not pass that test. Come on now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on. Earlier I was ad-libbing and you came back and was like, excuse me.
Oh, is that what we're calling it? We're ad-libbing. See, this is definitely Mercury being in retrograde. This right here. Because, we don't do this.
I am feeling so retrograde.
We don't do this. But yeah, I don't know. This is Mercury in retrograde, honestly. I definitely had both regular audio and a screen record. But
well, just get on another device and play that shit, because the people have to hear it.
We got to play it. I don't usually stop and pause for something, but this one we got to. So yeah. In the meantime,
because I think you reach the next level of beef once you do a freestyle rap on somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
I just can't even imagine being that.
All bets are off.
Into it with somebody.
Yeah, no, all bets are off when it comes to that.
Right. All bets are off when you're like, shit, catch these bars.
Why don't we have Mocha call in? Is she still in the chat?
Yeah.
Because I know Mocha has some things to talk about, and that'll give me time to get my shit together. But we don't want to have people lingering.
Right, if you want to go ahead and call in, I think we're going to talk a little bit about some of the accusers / victims. I mean, some people are like, call them accusers.
I call them survivors. I call them survivors. Yeah.
Survivors. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely valid.
Yeah.
So
I'm working on something actually right now about a survivor network type of situation. I'm hoping to be able to talk to you guys about it, because it's definitely a we thing, not a me thing.
Well, it sounds like a you thing, because this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Well, it always starts off at that. It has to come from somewhere.
Girl, we're in the retrograde. I'm feeling so retrograde right now.
Retrograde-ish. Ish.
Retro-ish.
That is so weird, I swear. Oh, you know what? I think it's still up. Let me see.
Just playing from the thing.
I know.
They're actually, we've got, the chat room is dying because these pictures are up here. They don't want to see Tiny Tim.
Yeah, definitely is still up.
It's like Twins. You remember that movie with Danny DeVito with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's almost like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got your big one and then that tiny little Danny DeVito DJ that.
Okay, yeah, it's still up, so we'll just play it from here. Did we lose Mocha, though? Was she...
She said she's getting ready to call in.
Oh, well, okay, we'll tell her we're going to do this real quick, but hang tight.
Okay, hang on.
Because I got the audio.
Very, very retro-ish.
It's all good.
They want those pictures down.
Well, we're about to play this, so hang tight, y'all.
Okay. All right, just hang in there with us.
Free kills. Free kills. Free kills. Dana J. Fuck 'em. Leave out the Cali. Fuck 'em. Angelo. Fuck 'em. You want the real truth? Here we go. You niggas mad at me. You niggas want this beef. You niggas hate us. Cause I bring in real receipts. You mad niggas? Cause I ain't never been a snitch. You hate niggas? Dana J, you's a bitch. I laugh at you niggas. You niggas fucking funny. And Angelo, you sold out your daughter. Okay, I won't be playing all that.
All right, yeah, you're
but
off the film.
Yeah, that right there, like a grown ass man, and he brags about being 48 years old in the video, which tells me that he has no self-awareness whatsoever. He has no idea what kind of clown shit he's putting on display, and the fact that it's still up even after this so-called truce, that's a spit in the face of the man that he had the truce with. How do you tell this person that is you apologize? I don't know. Did they apologize? I know they squashed verbally.
Yeah, but this was before he and Dana J. So he put out this rap, and then within 18 hours, him and Dana J. were like, "Oh, we good. We talked about it. We squashed it."
Yeah.
I mean, so you got energy enough to be up, like Roadman said, at 8 in the morning. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, no, we squashed that.
You know what?
So Dana J is out here in his YouTube streets saying, I don't know why people are mad. Because now we squashed it. Everybody wanted us to put our differences to the side, but kills. And it's like, dude, you don't understand. So you guys were distinct. You had people that followed you, people that followed the other one. They didn't squash it. You two assholes pretended to. They didn't. So they're confused because, fuck them. And then you're together now? Nah. That doesn't make any sense.
I want to shout out to Yolanda Hall. Shout out to Yolanda Hall. What?
No, I was backing you up. I was like, oh, yes, okay, Yolanda, okay.
Yes, Yolanda, and she's asking that we keep her in prayers. She's going to surgery in the morning. Sending love and light to you, Yolanda Hall. You're going to be great. Hi, Ty. What's up, Doctor? Unapologetically Pal, how are you? All right, cool. So this guy's a clown. Like, who does that? Like, seriously? And you need to well, you know what? I'm not going to, leave it up by all means, because we would not have had that little laugh right there. I was dying. When I heard this, literally dying.
That was great.
Oh, my gosh.
It was great. I listened to it at work, and my coworker, I was laughing so hard, she thought I was, I am like, and she thought I was blushing. And I'm like, no, that's P-Hive laughter face. I'm not blushing. My gosh. I'm red.
So
I'm trying not to laugh too hard.
Yeah, this actually had us talking about doing a top 10 by the end of this year of the P-Hive shenanigans. And right now, this one's at the top of my list. This right here is at the top. Now, I haven't compiled, like Nia said earlier. There's a whole lot to compile. So I think we should just start from here. We should start from here. We're going to put this in the pot right here. This one is in the mix. We're going to have a countdown like they do for New Year's. At the end of the year, we're going to have a little party. And we're going to count down. We're going to do a whole thing on these people. Because this is crazy. Because by then, who knows what could be happening.
I know. They could be out there cutting up right now.
I'm sure something's happening.
Clapping back.
Look, I put out
a rap right out of Baltimore.
I put out a quite a long, I won't say warning, but a notice about going live. And, I wouldn't doubt if somebody's going live right now also, because I'm going live. I already had a dislike as soon as I put the scheduled live. So, and that's amazing. Because what they say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing shit. So, hate me all day.
Like DJ Tyson says, my haters make me greater.
Okay, well, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I don't know how that could make myself great. Doctor says Angelo liked the rap. You started to sign him. Is that right? I'm sure he could use the cash. He's probably going to want that advance, like as soon as he finishes signing or putting the X on the line. I don't even know if he can sign. I don't know. I kind of have a feeling he just puts in a big X and maybe spits on it or something. I don't know. But yeah, let's get them off. Let's see what's coming up. Let me put up the next. What's happening after this? Let's see. So yeah, enough of them. Let's get to the plea deal situation and the attorney. That was the next. That was a headline that came up. So let me just get to that. But what do you think about a possible plea deal?
I've got mixed feelings. In cases like these, I kind of feel like it's whatever the survivors want, whatever way they lean is what I would want to lean towards. What I personally want is for, number one, him to never be out of custody. So he needs to be unable to hurt any more girls or women. And also, I personally want for him to tell the truth and to talk about every single thing he did and to be very clear about it so that there's no doubt, no setup, none of this, just to put it to rest.
I don't know that it can be put to rest with these people, to be honest with you, if they are people. These beings, these things that are out there supporting this monster, and also in the wake of that, or in the midst of doing that, are also targeting and attacking these survivors, as well as parents, friends, family, anyone, even people who give a damn like myself, are attacked and threatened. And these people want to cry wolf that they are being attacked, that they are being treated unfairly for supporting him. I feel like people with this type of mindset can never be satisfied with any truth or any outcome that doesn't align with what they're looking for. So I wouldn't even waste my breath. You know what I'm saying? That nigga in jail. He's in jail right now. His next hearing, they're going to reconsider bail again, I guess February 13th, 2020. So that, and even at that time, I doubt very, very seriously whether he will get any type of bail, whether it be home monitoring or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the pre-trial release. So one thing I noticed, this attorney that came in, the Jeffrey whatever,
Steinbeck,
is an attorney that he knew, that he has known for 20 years.
So 20 years is about the time of the first trial, right?
Yeah, or maybe I shouldn't say 20 years. He knew him back in 2008.
Okay.
So I would question, why didn't he hire this new quote-unquote attorney rather than Greenberg? Well, this new attorney that's coming around, he specializes in plea deals. So for any of the P-Hive that wants to pretend like, oh, this is nothing, oh, he's just exploring his options. No, be so clear about this. He's considering a plea because he knows. Even so, he's 100% guilty. But even if he wasn't, this case, he can't beat it. He's not going to beat his case. There's going to be victim testimony and videotape. How do you beat that? How do you beat that? You can't. But the only stronger evidence is if you fucking raped her right there in the courtroom.
Look, if he did that, I guarantee you a lot of these people would still, they probably would cheer it on. Like it's the thing to do. Like
people are disgusting.
Yeah. So, rest your case. Dr. Grown Man is saying he specializes in federal plea deals, not state. Yeah, I haven't heard much about the state case, actually, since the feds picked him up. Does anybody know what's going on with the state? Does anyone know
I think this guy knows, he knows everything about the federal laws and all that kind of stuff, so he's like a bulldog on that. And, Brokebacker, Blockbender, was talking all about how this guy, he's the truth, this new lawyer coming in. He was reading reviews on this new lawyer. I don't know if they have like a Yelp for attorneys. But at the end of the day, this is not a winnable case. This guy does plea deals. That's all he's there to do. Would they waste money on him for him to come in if they weren't considering the plea deal? No.
Well,
that's where your dollar for the king money is going, P-Hivers, to pay for this plea deal lawyer.
A lot of people are mad about the thought of a plea deal on both sides, I would say. There are the P-Hivers who feel like he's innocent, and this would be a travesty for him to cop a plea for something or things that he has never done. And then we have people who don't support, who feel like, well, he needs to face trial or he needs to confess. He needs to own up. And I don't know that the plea deal will let him escape that. Does anyone know? Do you know, Nia? Does anyone know? I was also asking if anyone knows about the state case. So I'm also curious to know what's going on with that. I guess I could look it up, but I just haven't heard anything. But yeah, he's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. I was about to sing something but that Hex woman sang that, so never mind. Let's see, Doctor. Doctor got a lot to say. So Doctor's saying not only is the
show is handing out prescriptions.
Not only is the deal meaning time is an issue, but the big debt, I can't read that. And now it's moving. Of what everyone has spent is a factor. But the something of what the budget, okay, but the budget of what everyone has spent is a factor. Well,
maybe it's saying that taking them to trial is going to cost so much money.
Well, yeah, I could see that. I would say that vague defense fund, maybe everyone's getting paid from that behind the scenes. You got the prosecution getting their cut. You got the judge. Everybody's getting paid. The city, maybe they're going to everybody's going to get a kickback. Because from what I understood, Levi was going international with his campaign.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so.
He's going to take this around the world.
All over the world. So, we can probably, anything else on this? Because I think we should have, Mocha should call on in, girl, because we hitting that 1 hour mark already. So just call when you can, and we'll stop what we're talking about. Let me make sure my phone is available. Let's see. So, yeah. Look at this headline this guy has on his video, though. R. Kelly strengthens his defense. Like...
if anybody listens to Blockbender, like, seriously, what? Because this man constantly bashes women.
Doesn't he?
And justifies disgusting behavior. Absolutely.
He does. Yeah.
He absolutely does. So there is some case he was talking about where a woman either dressed up her child as a handicapped person or pretended to be a handicapped person or something like that in order to get money. And then he says, and if a woman could do this, don't tell me they can't do what they're doing to R. Kelly.
Oops. Sorry, Nia. Wait, hold on.
That one, let's go ahead and say, oh, well,
hold on, Mocha.
You know, this BTK killer, he broke into people's houses, he tortured them, he tied them up. That man did that, so don't tell me that R. Kelly isn't guilty. I mean, you can't just pull shit in out of the air and justify whatever the stupid shit is that you believe. Mm-hmm. I mean, so to me, that's very problematic because it's just so dishonest.
Look, this guy, let me tell you something about this guy. This guy, like,
everything about him.
I don't know everything. I don't know everything, but what I do know is that he, just like chicken fried rice, they posture themselves to be something they're not. They try to play that whole intelligent, role, mentor, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
And it comes off to me as phony, and it's just lackluster. There's nothing behind it. There's no substance. You know what I mean? Like, some people love it, though. They love it. It's just like the whole fake pastor thing with the other one.
They're easily fooled by it.
Easily fooled.
Pastor, I can't take it. Hi, guys.
Hi, Mocha. We got Mocha Duchess in the house. And
I wanted you to finish your thought.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for calling in. And go ahead and let us know what you got on the roster for the day.
Gosh, there's always so much. I mean, honestly, the stuff that occurs... Yeah, I mean, just the stuff that occurs every day.
Wait, before you get going, I'm so sorry. Let me just say hi to Truth Seeker 59. What's happening? Thank you for coming through. She's one of the people who I owe an email back to. But I did ask you something and you never responded. So please get back to me on that and we will continue from there. And then I also wanted to note that somebody had mentioned the billboards, that the money was being, I guess there's donations going around for those billboards also. And the billboards they want to put around Chicago for the justice of their king. Okay, so we can go now.
I can't wait for that to fail.
I mean, I would have thought they would have, maybe they did, and I haven't heard about it yet, but I would think that you would go to whoever you need to purchase it from, give them your idea of what you want to put on there, find out if it'll be approved. I can't imagine, like, taking money from all of these people before you've done that part.
Well, you know what I heard from...
They're going to backwards engineer this bullshit right into the shitter.
Well,
of course.
One of our people actually hit me up this week. She's a member of the Me Too organization, and she was saying she's also in Chicago. She was saying that she's like, the mayor would never allow this. I mean, basically, the organization itself is still active and doing things behind the scenes. That's why I don't like, I hear all the time when something happens in the news, where's the Me Too movement? Where's the Me Too? Like, you're not going to see the Me Too movement bust out on the scene in capes and, like, come on, like, let's chill and let the processes happen as they should. But just know that this whole billboard situation is going to be offensive to a lot of people. They're not going to just lay down for that. And so you're going to find that you're very much a minority in your city when it comes to this situation. Just like
minority overall.
Exactly. That Hex woman found out real quick and in a hurry how many people did not support Sylvester when she had the nerve to speak my name in a vile way, and she got a lot of blowback. And I'm gonna say that I read through that whole little video you did. I watched it specifically to see you humbled, and you were. So I just want to say that y'all gonna find out today. Go ahead and do your billboards. Go for it.
That's right. Mark our words. We said it last week on our live. We're saying it again now. I mean, stuff like that will not get approved just because they go on YouTube and post this stuff. Like, people don't want to hear this. Like, out in the world, no one wants to drive to work every day, 9-to-5 job every day, DJ. No one wants to drive by the sign and see a pedophile and people pleading for a pedophile's innocence. Like, that's so wrong. Right. So I can't imagine it ever being approved, and they should have told, and that's part of my issue too. Like, they're not honest with their subscribers, and I feel like, the P-Hive, they are trying to be loyal to these people, and they're believing every word that they say, and that is a huge part of the problem because they're not giving them accurate information. And that was the first thing I wanted to bring up because I responded to someone today on a comment, and I had to, like, really go in detail on some of this stuff because I just feel like they're really being misled. And so I wanted to put this out there because Lord knows we have plenty of them that watch our videos, and they always say that we don't have facts over here, but the truth is that they don't have their facts over there. I was watching a video this week, and it was about a lot of different things, the victims, but they're going in on the victims, and they brought up Drea, and I responded back and I said, I'm just going to read from my comment. I said, you guys are being misled, and none of these people are giving you real facts. They are giving you their opinions. Go try to validate their facts. It's not possible. I've heard several bloggers say that RK is getting out and all charges are false. I've asked numerous times for them to provide their audience with the proof to back up their message. They lie.
Yeah, they lie all the time. The Hex woman was saying that he had bond court on Monday, all weekend.
Yeah, I knew the whole time she was saying it that it wasn't true.
Yeah,
she was saying it on the weekend.
So did I.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, and I double checked too just to make sure because I was like, well, let me, because I'm not an unflawed person, so let me check. I didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, and
that's the problem. I mean, that is really the problem.
Right.
Nothing is being double checked. They're not verifying this stuff. The blogger will say it. The P-Hive runs with it, repeats it, fights with everybody else about it, and none of it was a fact to begin with. And that's part of the problem. So I had said something. I said, in the video that I was watching, it was part of it was about Drea. And so they were saying, look at her. She's singing his song. She's dancing in the video. So whenever I responded, they said, playing a video of Drea dancing to his music doesn't prove that he's not guilty of the crime of the indictment. Exactly. And the court will never acquit him for that. I said, jury is not even in the indictment, nor are a majority of the women from the documentary. Deflecting and saying that others are sinners too, it also doesn't prove that he's not guilty, because they love that one. Oh, well, you guys are, you've never committed any sins in your life. But we're not on trial here. This has nothing to do with us. And I can tell you right now that none of us are sinless, but we are not pedophiles either. Two totally different things. Either way, we're not the ones on trial for this. He is. So, and then I ended it on saying the judge and the jury will never base their decisions off of any of that or hearsay. It will not be allowed in the court. I said they will base their decision off of facts like flight records for underage girls, hotel records, hotel video footage, hotel staff and other witness testimony, cell records, texts, pictures, wiretap phone conversations, bank records. And I wouldn't be surprised if the feds went undercover wearing a wire to get confessions. I said, go see if you can get any of your bloggers to respond with factual information to any of that stuff. Because that's the only way. If they can prove that any of those items are not legit, then that's whenever they start having their facts. Until you can prove that, nothing that they say is factual. A jury dancing in a video, that's your fact. They don't give a shit about that. The judge doesn't give a shit about that. No. That proves nothing on their side. So, I don't know. The stuff they come up with, the reasons for why he's innocent is just, I don't know, it's exhausting.
It's beyond. This is a whole world that this is a whole new world for me. And it's pretty entertaining, but it can be very draining. You want to bang. So I was going to say, I want to bang my head against the wall, but I want to bang one of their heads against the wall and just say, snap out of it. Because I totally just feel like I just totally renamed them Kel zombies, because I imagine them walking around mindless and numb and just listening to his music, and that's the delusion there. That's the delusion, like exactly a thriller moment. But
yeah, well, I feel like the blogger's misleading them. Though, like, you can have your opinion, and it's your right to put your opinion out there, but be clear and tell your subscribers that it's your opinion and it's not a fact. Don't tell them that it's a fact, and that's exactly what they do. They say it's a fact. But then if you dig, they never give you any of the details to support that fact. They'll shut you up or block you. They do it to me every time. But the thing is that these people are just running with it like crazy, and then it just turns into this disaster. But I told the person today, I said, they're setting you all up for disappointment. You need to go double check the things that you're hearing or reading on the internet. Don't just believe that it's true. Go read the actual court documentation. Go look at the statistical data from the federal government. They don't lose many cases. They have like a 93% win rate, and that's because they spend years doing their research and investigating before they ever bring forth an indictment, because they intend to win. Right. So know that if they are this gung-ho with this case, and the feds didn't attempt to charge him in 2008, but they are gung-ho on it now, know that if they're doing that, and again, Kip said it himself last week, if the feds are going after him like this, then they must have information, because they wouldn't pursue it.
Absolutely.
So these people tell you that, or they're setting you up for failure.
Right. And from what I understand, they're still investigating, and there's stuff still probably coming down the pike. Old girl said it herself, Cash Jones, that the Southern District of New York was also trying to contact her, and they're not even one of the districts that are currently indicting him. So I feel like she even said that this is happening. There's other agencies. What about the IRS? I know that they were also looking at him. It's kind of like at this point,
Dr. Rogers have said it too.
Yeah, it's just like get in line at this point. So
I think they're the ones that are actually trying to prepare people, because Kip was honest in that sense, and so was Dr. Rogers. Like, listen, guys, it's not looking good. And as soon as she said something like that on her channel, people are pissed off about it. And it's like she's not saying that anything wrong. She's saying the right information. She's giving you the actual facts. Yeah. Because you don't like to hear that. I mean, it's not her fault. She's giving you the real information. So if you want to keep hearing your fake information and basing your decisions off of that, fine, but it makes you look stupid.
Well, phases with
they don't mind looking stupid.
True.
Phases with an F also spoke on Phases with an F also spoke on the the fact that brace yourself, I think were her words exactly, that you're probably not going to like what happens. And I think someone is behind the scenes pulling strings from these people, because they kind of are changed up some. I don't know. It's just something about her, Carolina Cubic Zirconia, and who's the other one? There's a couple of them that seem like they have somebody's in their ear. And I think FaZe has even said it on her video that somebody contacted her and the feds are watching, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So somebody is telling them something. And I don't know. It's just a weird, whole thing is weird. It's just weird.
It is very weird. Well, and I think that there are some that maybe are connected with certain individuals and they get some information, so they are starting to realize how serious this is. And I think there are others that are just so delusional that they can't get it through their heads. So they continue to just disregard all that information and just say, oh, he's getting out. His next court date, he's going to be released. But then whenever you say, well, what evidence do you have that supports that he's going to be released on his next court date? Shut up. That's a stupid ass question. I'm not answering that dumb ass question. Block her. Like, that's what happened. So it's just so bizarre. But
you guys love abuse. You guys really love abuse, don't you? I mean, you go to these people's channels and you just go in there with your brave hearts and you try to talk sense to them. But I think I'm gonna get through. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love that you guys are so hopeful. There you go. There's the word. But, you know,
we're just trying to get through to them, I think.
One P-hiver at a time. I hear you.
It's very true. And sometimes it's work. We get
one zombie.
Yeah, yes. One at a time. One, it sounds like you were saying with phases.
They don't even need to come. I don't even think they would be at goddess level. They're not going to turn into a goddess warrior.
No.
Even to say, hey, he might have done most of that shit. To even get there would be magic, you know, because right now most of them are just being like, he's set up, you know.
Right.
And I feel like for me, it's as a culture, it's just like what we need to be teaching them, what we need to be showing these people is like, listen, it is not the child's fault. It is not the child's fault, period. You know, Hollywood had a situation going on with her daughter, and I don't want to go into it too much because, you know, I shouldn't, but still, it's never, ever, ever the
She put her whole daughter on blast. What do you mean you shouldn't? She put her daughter on her video. She literally had her daughter talking about her situation, like, which it was insane.
Yeah,
she didn't put her face.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I will speak on it. The thing is it's this old. I don't know how much older the man was, but it is not the child's fault. What you do is you check them both, absolutely, but you check this grown fucking man talking to the 16 or 15-year-old, because that wasn't their first conversation. That was not their first conversation. Yes, you have a talk with your child to make sure she's protected, loved, and not doing attention-seeking behavior. Maybe she's blashed, maybe she's reaching out because you're busy on YouTube defending a fucking pedophile, so she decides to get some attention. Who the fuck knows? But it is never the child's fault.
No, it's really not.
Speaking,
you check the man, you get his information, you tell him if he ever contacts another child again, you will turn his information into the police. Period. You shut that shit down. Because next time it's going to be a 15-year-old. Maybe next time it's going to be a 14-year-old.
Well, speaking of children, I just want to bring up Geronda Pace. She is the one who has a bug up every P-hiver's ass. And she, you know, everyone should probably know her story, but she's the one who met him in the parking lot of the court building, right, when he was going through the trial in 2008, and she was, you know, she made contact and they exchanged numbers, or she, you know, somehow got in contact to where they were face to face, and all these things ended up happening to her. But I think, Mocha, you were going to talk to us about her a little bit.
So I do have some information on her. So Geronda is pregnant right now. She's pregnant with her fourth kiddo. And she's been putting out some information through her Twitter account about a virtual baby shower. She hasn't released a lot of the specifics about how the virtual baby shower will work. But I at least wanted to get all of the information out there to you guys in case you were interested in attending. You can go to Geronda's website. It's www.gerondapace.com. And right now, if you go on there, there's a tab that says events. And under that tab, you can register to attend her baby shower. You have to register by this Friday in order to be able to attend the virtual shower. And the date of the virtual shower is on November 16th at 12 p.m. She is having a baby boy. And she said, she put out there that gifts are not mandatory. Anyone that attends, that registers to attend, will receive a raffle ticket to receive a $100 Target gift card. And then they're also doing a diaper raffle. Yeah, so she's doing a couple different things from the information she's released so far. So if you want to attend, if you're interested, if you want to register, I planned on registering, and I can give you guys additional information once I go through the registration process. I don't know if it'll give us a list of different items that she needs. I'm not quite sure. So I'll figure out exactly what's going on with that after I register, and then I'll put out some more information on my Twitter, and then I'll talk about it on our next live if anyone's interested in, donating a gift or however she's doing it. So I want to throw that out there. Also along the Geronda line, Geronda she just released a new book. She released the electronic version yesterday. If you go to her website, under the shop tab, you can purchase her book electronically, and the book is called Coming Forward, the Abused. And the electronic version is $10. You can pre-order the physical copies, but they're not out just yet, and those are $25.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that out there, too, just in case you guys are interested in that.
Yeah, just send me all this stuff, too, because I want to put it in the description box.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Perfect.
That is all I have on Geronda.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we definitely want to support all the survivors. All survivors, not just survivors in this case, but survivors all over. I get a lot of people contacting me, especially because of this channel, who are survivors. And I encourage you guys to continue your healing journey. Life itself is a bumpy road, can be a bumpy road. And, I just feel like, just a day at a time, a step at a time, with the focus of just healing. And then from that, once you're whole again, or able to at least move forward in where you're thriving, and you're also then able to reach out and help other people. Like, that's the whole thing. I think a lot of these people, that is very cliche, but everything happens for a reason type thing, is because a lot of people are here to help other people. Sometimes you have to go through some shit before you can help other people, and you can actually say that I've been through some shit and I can help you because I've come through it, and I'm stronger for it, and I'm better for it. I feel like Geronda's looks like she's there getting, she's moving forward. She looks like she's in a place, she's putting herself out there. She's, I know a few people, aren't as forward when it comes to their presence, their social media and all that, because of the attacks they get. But she seems to be a strong young woman. Did you say this was her fourth child?
Yeah.
Wow. So to come through all of that as a young girl, and now be here where she has a family. She is, did you say it was connected to some type of charity or anything, or she's just doing this?
No, she didn't say anything about it being, she didn't say anything about it being associated to a charity. She's not put out a ton on it. I went and researched as much as I possibly could. I searched the website, but even on there, it just has the registration. It doesn't have a lot else. But I thought it was something that was just give us an opportunity to support them. And we're always talking about how can we help. And I know this is the first thing that I came across where I'm like, okay, we can do this. This is something easy. It's virtual. No one has to book a flight and go somewhere. So it's something very easily that we can all participate in. And I'm sure like things like diapers, formula, like things like that, if we can donate for her to be able to purchase those things, I know that helps every mother. So I wanted to put that out there for all of you guys, and hopefully we can go support her. Geronda's Goddess has it tagged here too. You can see on her screenshot on the page. That's Geronda's Twitter. And if you follow her on Twitter, she releases more information on there too.
Okay. And I actually picked this comment specifically, or this that I found, because you see underneath this Tammy person is calling her a hoe, basically. And
oh my God.
Yeah, can you see that on your screen? Yeah, she's.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's so. Oh.
Yeah, this is just an example of what you'll find out there where it comes to these people who, have been victimized, or, I call them survivors. But for you, why would you need to take that extra step outside of yourself to put this out there to this person? A thought of it is one thing, but to actually comment that, for the world to see at that, these are demons. Twitter demons is what I call them, actually.
They are.
And since we're talking about them, I mean, Mocha, and I want you to do whatever you want as far as being on this live. You can stay on the phone or not, but I know you commented. I just saw that you are tired, or you've been through some stuff, and I just want to say you're amazing, and you are nothing less than tonight, as you always are. So fuck anybody with anybody else with anything else to say. Sorry, but I have to say that, because that really, that's one of my things. Like, do not put someone. I saw what that clown said. I don't know who that was, but we don't even acknowledge that. We don't pay dust to trolls like that. So if you want to hang out in here, cool. But
yeah, I'll hang out for a little bit longer. Before we leave the genre topic, I wanted to mention something. You were talking about just the situation with Hollywood and her daughter, and the Geronda situation, because she was underage as well. And I went through and did some research on a show that I watched the other day, and they were talking about kids on this app. It's called TikTok. For those of you not familiar with TikTok, it is an app where anyone can go on there, but it's usually children that are going on there, and they create videos, and they can customize them and all sorts of stuff. So a lot of kids use that platform. I know my kids have TikToks, and after I heard this, I immediately went and checked, do they have their location turned on, and lots of other things. But whenever I was going through and doing my research on the app, I found that this app, because it's mostly children using it, there are hundreds of thousands of sexual predators on there. And one of the shows that I did the research on, they did a investigation. They used one of their employees. She's above 18, and they put filters on her profile, and they had her do a couple of videos, and they put on her profile that she was 13, and they used the hashtags tween and middle schooler on her profile.
Oh my God.
Come to find out, those two hashtags are the hashtags that most of these sexual predators are using. And that's how they find these young girls. So within the first hour of them creating this profile, the first two people that subscribed to her channel were two grown men over 30 years old, and she put on her profile that she was 13.
Wow.
So just terrifying. That's within 1 hour. And, if a kid's creating their own account on TikTok and they're not turning off their location, that person knows where they're located now.
Oh, wow.
So I just wanted to mention that to the group, because if you have kiddos, if you have grandchildren, go double check that stuff, because that is terrifying to me. That's my worst nightmare. And I think it's so important that we all pay close attention to that, because you never know. And, one day your kid can be here and the next day they're going to the bus stop and someone's now located them because of their TikTok. That's just not okay. Wow. And I also think it's just important to screen their videos. You very well could have your child could be dancing in their pajamas, and it may not seem like it's much, but for someone else that's sick in the head, it's a totally different situation. So maybe just take a look at their videos, screen them, make sure they're okay, and just be very cautious of how they're using it. Make sure they're not using those hashtags specifically, because that's really what's pulling these people in.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's so necessary that we keep an eye on their social medias across the board. It's a scary thing.
Absolutely. So Wayne, thank you for shouting out. He's like, we have all these new people and no likes. Everybody press the like for the Goddess Warriors. So yeah, it looks like we have 60 folks. I have 28 likes, so 3 dislikes. We got to counter the dislikes, because that's what they do. They come in here. I think Hex Woman said she had 20 profiles, so she's going to be, coming back and forth. But yeah,
there'll be a video about it tomorrow, guys. Don't worry.
It's all good. You know what I mean? Run me my check, though. Just run me my check. You use it be for your dang content. But yeah, so shout out to Geronda Pace. I can't even imagine being in her skin, dealing with all of this. And the Twitter situation is one that I wanted to highlight today, specifically the trolls. And I think right now this one might be the one that I find, I mean, I won't say most offensive because there's a couple of them, but she's definitely on the top of the list, or it is on the top of the list, because I'm convinced this is not even a person, either a bot or a I don't know what, an alien, something that is not human. But these tweets that go out to Angelo, to people who support, to specifically talking about Azriel and Joy, I mean, it's so disgusting. Like, so I just wanted to put out there some of the things. So we need to report this channel and make sure that this person does not have the opportunity to continue doing what it is she is doing. So, like, for instance, I think there's a little bit of a delay, but you'll see a tweet come up, which is one of her prize pieces of art on Twitter. She is very vile with her words. Like, for instance, she targets survivor Lizette Martinez, and Lizette was in the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries. It says, "I celebrate liar Lizette Martinez's misfortunes. She's a terrible human being." Now, mind you, Lizette was highlighted on my channel. There was an article actually about her that I picked up, and it was just talking about how she's having a hard time currently because after the docuseries aired, she came upon, she got a lot of, not just backlash, but she was harassed, bullied, like her house was broken into, they harassed her at her job, she had to quit her job. Her whole life basically was turned upside down because of the docuseries. Well, no, not because of the docuseries, because of Sylvester. Let's just really put it where the blame really should go. He, did what he did, and she had been living her life. She got through, I won't say she got through her trauma, but she, was able to continue living. And she decided to come forward, which I do commend everyone who did come forward or who has come forward, and encourage anyone who is in a situation to come forward, because if not for that, then this guy wouldn't be where he is now, which is in jail.
That's right. So
thank you, Lizette, and thank you, Geronda, and all of the other ladies who have come forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It takes so much for them to do that. I mean, honestly, look what happens whenever one of us says something negative about R. Kelly. And we're just on the outside. We don't know him personally. We're just putting out our opinion. Mm-hmm. Well, and we drop facts occasionally too.
Occasionally.
But I can't even imagine being in their situation in the public and to be harassed, threatened. I've heard of people chasing them, just the things that have happened, calling their jobs. I mean, it's sickening, honestly. It is absolutely disgusting.
Right.
And it breaks my heart. And you can't be a human with a heart if you're doing something like that to someone that you don't even know.
Right.
And you have no idea if what they're saying is true or not. And so you are telling everyone R. Kelly's innocent until proven guilty in the court of the law, yes. But how are you over here accusing them then? They haven't even been through the trial, so how do you know that they're lying then? Especially when the ones that are in the indictment, most of them are unnamed. You don't even know them, but you're already calling them liars. I mean, it's so sickening, and it takes so much strength for these people to come forward. And I commend them because it's something that many will not do. And when you start seeing the P-Hive attacks, I can't be mad at them for not coming forward because that's just a lot. And they'll attack your kids. We've seen it happen. And so I definitely commend all of those that have. They're changing the game with him. He's gotten away with this for decades. And because of them, we all are on this call right now. So
right.
I'm very proud of them. And I will always support them. And I think it's so unfair that they're having to deal with this.
Absolutely. And I want everyone to take note of this Twitter address, this handle. if you're on Twitter, please report this person. And also, if you're not on Twitter, let's just get you on Twitter so we can just keep reporting these people. It doesn't take but a couple minutes.
Down on Twitter.
Yeah,
amazing.
like just find me, Guys Dawn #3, and follow everybody I follow, and let's go. Like, this girl or person is like, look there. She even posted this, which I found, talking about how Jay-Z is Kelly Rowland's son's father, because I don't know where she got it from, but basically she posted, like, why would you post some things about people and their family and their children? You know what I mean? Like,
no soul.
No soul. You're right. Soulless. Yeah.
She better be careful. She don't want them Solange after her.
Well, I'm gonna lead this. Look, okay. We need the Beehive to come in and smash on the P-Hive.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah.
The Beehive doesn't play.
They don't. So you see what she's doing, and like, who does that? Like, who does this? I don't even think this is. I think this is a man. I don't believe that this person is a woman.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, is that some little dude, like some little mad guy?
Wow.
Get your head out of here.
Wow. So let's see where we at. We're already at an hour and a half. We didn't want to even go this far. I don't see Amy in the chat. So we have someone named Amy who has been a supporter of the channel. She's also on Twitter. She's a fighter when it comes to, all of these things that are happening with women. I was gonna, I might actually wait for Saturday for this. I think because it's a lot, because there's also another video that goes with that. There's a hot mic that happened with an ABC reporter, and she was talking about the Epstein story and how 3 years ago she came to, she had someone give her all this information, and the station took the story and trashed it, basically. And she she got caught on a hot mic talking about it. And I have the audio. Actually, it's on Twitter too. I posted it, and I got it from Amy, but it's out there. I think I'll wait for Saturday though, because I didn't want to have a very long night tonight. I also have a whole timeline I was going to go through, but maybe we'll do that also on Saturday. And it's a timeline of Sylvester and all of it's his life and his career. So it starts at his birth, really, January 8th, 1967. Oh. And it's just a really short paragraphs of all the events, both career-wise as well as legally. People he paid off, all the different things that he's been through legally, as well as all his accomplishments. So everything is timelined, and I wanted to go through that and just really get down and deep into why we're here today. And that timeline, I think, is really important. So I don't want to even rush that either. So what else we got that we can do? I do want to shout out Miss Diva. She's been doing her thing on her channel and giving us all the good info. And she also has a 800, or I don't know if it's 800, but it's a call-in number where she's getting video. She's taking people's messages. I think she's going to do a video. But is Diva? Did she leave us? I don't know if you can.
She's here.
Okay.
In the room. There she is. I wonder if she's going to get a call from DJ Amazing.
Diva's ready for him. She was in the comments like, I'll take him. I'll do it. So go ahead. Yeah, exactly. He won't be that amazing when she's finished with him. But her number, so she has a hotline. Her number's on the screen. Go subscribe to her channel, Diva the Divine Light. She's in the chat right now. Diva, you can, if you want to call in, feel free. You have the number. Don't call the 888 number. Call the number. And I just wanted to, highlight her. She's doing amazing work on her channel. And
I love Diva's book readings.
Yes, her book readings. And her daughter's super talented.
A little hot and bothered.
Oh,
I was like, could you please change
the cash book
from Could you, Diva, if you could do that and add in Amari Hardwick in a suit, add that name in there, I'd be just fine.
Definitely not something that you should listen to around any children or like if you're at your family's house and like maybe your mom or dad or something. Yeah. Just listen to it by yourself, maybe with your earpods in.
Yeah,
you know what?
Have a little picture of Omari Hardwick in his
Yeah, I actually see
pretty in depth.
Dr. Grown Man is mentioning Jason. So you know what? I might as well just throw his thing out here real quick because I wanted to address the fact that people love coming into my comments or, whatever, trying to ask me, why I'm not covering this person, why I'm not covering that person. And the answer is because I am one person. I have a lot going on and I don't have time, nor do I want to spend my energy on fuck shits like this guy. Like, honestly, these people just need to know that there are a lot of these guys in the world. I won't say a lot of these guys, but there's a lot of bad guys and girls, women out there in the world. A lot. There's a lot. There's no way I can, it's a thing about not spreading yourself too thin. I think you're more effective when you hone in on one or two things or, if you, and that's me. Okay. Right now, my teeth and my foot are on the neck of Sylvester. My teeth are in him. I'm not done. So when I have the time and like right now, well, he's here. He's on the screen. I think he was in court on Monday. They were going to try to get bond, but then it was removed. They removed the motion. So what I have most recently about him is, let's see. It says so we all know his name is DJ Kid, aka Jason Roger Pope. And this guy has reportedly, been trafficking black women and girls for years, but he wasn't caught until recently. I think in August, he's been in jail, I think since August. But it says that more details are still coming out. He's from South Carolina. He's a party promoter and a DJ. And it says that one of his family members actually contacted the police, but they were ignored. I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's a white guy. I mean, we all know that the system is definitely flawed in that way. It's definitely racist and discriminatory, and it's all fucked up. I mean, we can't even, there's no other way to say it. So
not even close. It's not even, there's no other way to say it.
Very true.
Thank you, Lola. Yeah, I need all the help I can get. That's why you warriors are so important. She said she's going to help me keep my foot on his neck. So with this guy, though, since, people, this is an important story. I'm not saying that these stories aren't important. There's a lot of things out there that we probably should be talking about. But like I said, there's only so much time in a day. If I didn't have anything else to do, I'd be on YouTube all damn day. You might even see my face because I wouldn't have any. If this was all I was doing, then, I would give everything to it. And that would be, letting you see this, glorious self of mine. But, so as far as I know right now, he's facing a lot of charges. They do break him down. I don't really feel like going into it. You guys can Google this guy, Jason Pope or DJ Kid, if you don't know about the story. And I think at this point we kind of all do. It's definitely something to keep your eye on, because I think the fact that he was going to ask for bail but then decided not to could be because of all the attention that this case is now getting. And they probably knew that it would not go well in the public.
I really think that a lot of people, they bring it, the P-Hive, they bring it to us all the time with these other cases, and they do it to deflect. And it's not that, and I always have to explain to them, we're not disregarding these other people because we feel that they shouldn't be held accountable. We want everyone to be held accountable that's breaking the law and doing this stuff. Like, we're not saying that at all. We're not saying just forget about these people. No. Please focus on what we're dealing with and hold that person accountable. You're only saying DJ Kid, anybody else, Harvey. I watched the video this week about Harvey Weinstein, posted a comment on the YouTube video, and it was deleted. But it's just simply, they're putting it out there like, oh, Harvey, we need to get him held accountable. You guys need to go watch this show. They're trying to prevent us from watching the show, whatever. So putting this video out, and they're saying things like, Harvey, how's he getting away with this? Oh, because he's connected with all these people. The fact is, how long did R. Kelly get away with this? Let's see. He had 12 settlements that he did. The whole time, he still has politicians following him. He has police officers working for him, paying off judges. He has celebrities that are still all over him. He's writing music for them, making millions of dollars. All while this stuff is going on where he's abusing kids, while he's marrying Aaliyah, all of that.
Yeah.
Then he goes through court in 2008. He goes through that whole process. Pays the witnesses off, gets out of it. The entire time, he still was receiving support from all these people, and it never stopped. Finally, now, because things are starting to change and everyone's starting to bring light to these situations, he's now finally being held accountable for it. So we can't sit there and say, oh, R. Kelly's not being treated fairly because no one's supporting him now. No, people supported his ass for 30 years, and he got away with it. His time's up. Harvey needs to be held accountable, too. We're not saying that, but it's no different,
Exactly. And yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of guys out there. Go ahead.
Well, the fact that they bring up other predators, they're telling on themselves right there. It's not like they're like, oh, why are you looking at this other person here that for tax evasion? Well, what about Wesley Snipes? He didn't pay his taxes. No, they're equating R. Kelly with Weinstein.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. They definitely are saying, they're saying he's guilty. Yeah, they don't even realize they're saying he's guilty by saying, what about this person? What about that? If they really believed he was innocent, they would just keep saying he's innocent. But they keep wanting to deflect to other people. But yeah, so like I was saying, though, there's a lot of guys out there.
The more it boomerangs right back to their dumbasses. I'm done.
Get him here.
So there's a lot of guys out there, like I said, who deserve attention. And we're going to just bring up one other guy. I'm not sure if everyone is aware of former NFL player Kellen Winslow Jr. He, this guy pleaded guilty Monday to raping an unconscious teen in 2003 and to sexual battery involving a 50-year-old hitchhiker in a deal that spared him the possibility of life in prison. Winslow initially hesitated and seemed to agonize over his decision. And then there's a quote here. It says, "I'm sorry, I'm just not thinking clearly." This is what he told the judge. He asked the judge for more time. But I think at this point, it says in exchange for his plea, the court agreed to sentence him between 12 and 18 years in prison for the 2 charges and dismiss the others because there are others. It says in June, a jury found him guilty of raping a homeless woman in Encinitas, north of San Diego. Jurors also convicted him of 2 misdemeanors, indecent exposure and a lewd act in public involving 2 other women. I mean, okay, and then it says a jury failed to agree on other charges, including the alleged rape of the hitchhiker and the rape of the unconscious 17-year-old girl in 2003 when he was, it says he was 19 at the time. Not that makes rape okay. It definitely doesn't. However, it says that under the plea deal, the attack on the hitchhiker was reduced to sexual battery. So he's the 36-year-old former tight end at one point of the highest paid in the NFL. Previously pleaded not guilty to the charges. His attorney said the sex was consensual. 5 women took the witness stand this summer. All 3 of them were expected to testify again. All this was going on, and I think he ended up pleading. So, which
did he have the same attorney come in that R. Kelly had come in?
No, he actually has a female attorney. Yeah, no, he. I was actually surprised to see that he had a well, she's white. I mean, not to say that it doesn't make a difference, but I was surprised that he had a female attorney. But I guess as an attorney, yeah, if you're an attorney, it's like a whole different breed of human. You're not even male or female, I think, because some of these cases these people take, I'm like, wow, you really did that. Yeah. Doesn't he look a lot different in court than he did on the field?
I mean,
yeah, he was very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally different.
Well,
stressed the hell out.
I guess plea deals are definitely a big percentage of cases that end up getting people locked up is behind plea deals. I just want to bring up that, the discovery in Sylvester's case for the New York indictment, the discovery that was submitted to the defense, there was a clause, or actually it was like the final page of the discovery list that was outlined. And it says, for future discussions, and this is coming from, let me put this picture, I can't stand looking at this guy. This is coming from the actual filing from the prosecution. Hold on one sec. Yeah. So, yeah, this was actually from the filing from the prosecution to the defense. And it says, future discussions. If you have any questions, contact about the discovery or a disposition on the matter, don't hesitate to contact me. And then it says, please be advised that pursuant to the policy of the office concerning plea offers and negotiations, no plea offer is effective unless and until made in writing and signed by authorized representatives of the office. In particular, any discussion regarding the pre-trial disposition of a matter that is not reduced to writing and signed by authorized representatives of the office cannot and does not constitute a formal offer or a plea offer. All those terms are used, and they cite a couple of previous cases. So what they're basically saying is that unless you have something in writing from us offering you that plea, and if it's not, unless it's been agreed upon and authorized by the office of the policy officer, there's no plea. So so by this guy coming in, I don't know that there is a plea on the table at this point. They might be trying to get a plea because that's something they can, I'm sure they, are talking back and forth. And maybe they have this guy coming in to look at what things look like. But as far as what this filing says, which is very official, they're basically saying, unless we give you this and we offer you this officially, don't even step to us and don't try nothing in court, okay? Because we need to put this out there for you, not the other way around. So, yeah.
I was surprised by that, too, because they were talking, plea, and I'm thinking, well, has there been a plea offered? I mean, because unless he pleads guilty, so right now the plea is not guilty, which basically it doesn't. And see, this is another thing where people get confused. Most of the Hive, a not guilty plea doesn't mean he's not guilty. It means prove it.
Yeah, isn't it innocent or not, or until proven guilty in a court of law? In the court
of law.
Okay.
It only matters while the trial is going.
Exactly.
And it's just the burden of proof. So the prosecutor has the burden of proving the presumed innocent person guilty. Just to flip that switch from innocent to guilty. That's all it means. That does not mean, well, he's innocent because he hasn't been to court yet. No, bitch. It means he just hasn't been to court yet, but he's still guilty. That's why they got him up there as an MCC.
That's right.
Right.
Well, there's factual documentation out there proving that some of this stuff that he's in there for is absolutely accurate. Have we seen all of the evidence yet? No, we haven't, because the trial hasn't started. But it's going to start coming out as we get closer and closer, especially if he is entertaining a plea deal, because they're going to go to him with things like, we have this, we have that, and that's going to, either he'll decide, okay, holy crap, I didn't realize they had me on the phone talking to so-and-so, pouring out my business to the cops on the other end that were listening. So, things like that. Who knows what they have, but I guarantee you, for the feds to be pursuing it this hard, they have some good stuff. And as they start taking it to him, I can imagine that he wouldn't take a plea if they offer that to him, if the feds would be willing to offer him a plea.
Right. Because this discovery list for New York alone is what is it, like, let me see how many pages. This thing is
that's a scary one.
Yeah, it's like 12, it's like 12 pages or something with a lot of lists. They said it was like 9,000 subfolders of stuff, like 900 subfolders of materials on a thumb drive. So there's a lot of information for the defense to go through. It's definitely true that all of the discovery, it doesn't necessarily always hold up, but I think there's enough there to pin him down, period, forever. Like, I don't see him coming out. And if he does, he's going to be an old ass man. So
yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be in there for a very long time.
Yeah, he won't have any toes. No toes, no teeth.
No, he's not going to be 10 toes deep anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That is so funny.
Unless he enters a guilty, because right now they always have the option to just plead guilty, to enter a guilty plea. Mm-hmm. That's always on the table. That's default. But unless the feds say, okay, we don't even feel like talking to you too long, so we're going to offer you 30 years to tell us everything. It has to be a good deal. So this guy, maybe he came in to try to work with R. Kelly to say, listen, you can't get out of this. They have enough evidence to, you'll never get out of here again. Or I could try to negotiate with them based on this and this and this, and quote unquote, you did so much good in the community, which you really didn't do. But I could try to negotiate and say, maybe if you plead guilty, tell them everything, they give you 20 years. And maybe negotiate with it. Who knows? But according to what God has just read, there isn't anything even on the table.
Yeah, that was filed in mid-August. So between now and then, they could have had talks. But I don't know. I don't see, because they're still supposedly, if they've gotten that discovery and 2 months ago, and maybe they did get to a point of, maybe we need to talk a plea because this is pretty heavy against you. Maybe they've had enough time to look through enough of it to say, because I think the tapes are a part of that, and they probably saw his face all up in that camera, because they said that there's close-ups of his face and everything else on those tapes, and there's 3 tapes. Yeah. Before we go, because we're going on 2 hours now, y'all know, now we wasn't trying to be here that long. However,
now you long-winded. I'm joking.
Blame me. It's all good. I'll take it. But you know what? I thought it was interesting.
Passionate.
I am passionate. I think we all are. Safe to say. Yes. Yeah. I just want to say before we go, because I feel we're rounding up here to 9. I'm sorry. Is this clock right now? Okay. So there was a headline about T.I. and his teenage daughter. I think she just turned 18 recently. And he was being interviewed, and I think it came up about how protective he is about her and this and that. And he brought up the fact that he attends her gynecologist appointments with her, and he wants the doctor to confirm that her hymen has not been tampered with. He wants to make sure she's still a virgin.
Wow.
So my question, I guess, to you guys is, do you think that he's just being a protective father? Or do you think this is crossing the line? And is this better than just ignoring things like a Rashana's father, who will get paid to let his daughter be somebody's, I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the first time I've heard about this, but...
this is the first time you heard of this?
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on before you say anything then, because I want to just give you a little more. So, it says that, according to T.I., he's not only had the sex talk with his kids, but he's also especially interested in making sure his second oldest daughter, Deja, remains pure. According to T.I., he makes a point to make sure his 18-year-old isn't sexually active and actually attends her gynecologist appointments to ensure her hymen is intact. Tip said he's been doing this practice since his daughter's 16th birthday, and brushed off a doctor telling him that a woman's hymen could be broken in different ways other than sexual activity. And there's in quote, of him saying, "Have I?" Because I guess they asked him, well, would you go to the doctor with her? And he's like, well, this is the thing. Deja's 18, just graduated high school now, and she's attending her first year of college, figuring out for herself, he said. And yes, not only have we had the conversation, we've had yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her hymen. And he laughed as he's saying this. And he said this, he went on to describe how the doctor at the, I guess maybe the first appointment, well, he put a Post-it. Let's go back. He put a Post-it note on her door after her 16th birthday. And it said, "Gyno, tomorrow 9:30. And they went. And it said that the doctor was kind of like, we have to ask her, is it okay for us to share this? They had to go through all this stuff with him. And he pursued it still.
Is the whole purpose of the visit? Like this, they're going specifically just for this reason?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it says that he also proudly told the ladies that as of her 18th birthday, her hymen is still intact. He sang this in an interview. And he thinks it's a surefire way to keep boys away from the college student. He said, "They're no fun. Who wants a virgin?" he asked. Like, really? All that work? So the article is saying that this is pretty problematic and it's causing a firestorm of controversy from folks who can't believe that T.I. is policing his daughter's body. People are also wondering if he was this interested in his son's remaining virgins.
Exactly.
And they said that the answer is no, presumably no, because he was, I think, even on one of the episodes of their Family Hustle show that he found out his son King, a high schooler, isn't a virgin. He kind of brushed it off. Like, yeah, good for him. So what do you guys think of this?
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair between a boy and the girl. I know that boys and girls are always treated differently, it seems like, in families, because the boys, yes, they can get a girl pregnant, but no one wants to have their pregnant daughter at home. So I've heard so many parents say things like that, and so they're more strict on the girls for that reason. However, in this situation, I think, is he trying to look after his daughter and do the right thing as a parent because he wants to protect her? Yes. But I definitely think he's taken it too far. She is a woman. I think that as a woman, and just like putting myself back in the 16 to 18 stage, like thinking about like your father going with you to the gynecologist, just going for that reason alone, not just going to have like a checkup or something to make sure, everything's okay with your body and all that stuff, but going in there just for that reason and he's attending with you for that. I mean, that's a bit much. You have to have some level of trust with your children, and this is never something that would have popped in my mind. And I feel like there should be other signs opposed to that. You know what I mean? If you're being a good parent and you know what your child's doing and your child's talking to you and you're constantly communicating and stuff, I feel like you should know when something is up and something's not up. It just seems odd to me.
All right, Diva, bye. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out. She says she got to go.
Bye, Diva.
She says she loves us. She loves us. We love you back.
Love, love, love.
And I want to also say, J-Man is saying, I feel like you should just respect the fact that your daughter is legal. You can't worry about her sex life if you had to talk. And then it just went away. But basically, I see a lot of sentiment that he's just gone too far. And I feel like, first of all, at 16, right after that birthday, maybe that was her first gyno appointment. I don't know. But her mother should probably have been, I don't know if she lives with him full time, but I know she's.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think her mother is involved in her life.
She let that happen. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to take her to the gynecologist. The fuck you are? Like, what? That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I saw that same Twitter troll that I highlighted earlier. She had a tweet about it. She's defending T.I., of course. And she's saying that he's a good father and she loves her father, and there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. I'm just wanting to point out the mentality of these people. So she's a beautiful girl. She seems like, she's on the right path. She's in college, so hopefully this is not going to affect her in an adverse way when it comes to men, because, he seems pretty controlling. Just like Mrs. Parker's saying, it's just too controlling. He's real life controlling everything. Yeah. So I'm not okay with it at all. And I think as a teenager myself, well, maybe she's used to him being this way, because I'm thinking if my father would have, I probably would have been like, huh? Like, it just would have been, but it wasn't his nature. But this is his nature. So probably wasn't even, it was probably very seamless for her to go transition into this with him, because this is how he is, you know?
So uncomfortable.
Yeah. Truth Seeker 59. She said he's doing too much and crossing the line. Also, she should be doing oral and wait, what? Oh, it says also she could be doing oral and booty banging. Gotta love Truth Seeker, my girl. She's a grown woman now. He should trust the way he raised her. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. She's like, she could be doing things that aren't detectable by a doctor. And so, he's just basically telling her to go around the hymen and do other things so that the doctor can detect it. So, it'll be interesting. I mean,
and really,
yeah,
she could be, her hymen could be torn or whatever, and she could just tell the doctor to tell him that it's all right, that it's intact. Because the doctor isn't going to go out there and share her personal information with her dad, I don't think. I mean, because if he's like, well, your hymen is torn, what are we going to do about this crazy asshole in the hallway? Tell him. Just tell him
literally,
that I got a solid hymen in there.
Wow, I'm literally shaking
I
my head.
That.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
What in the 1500s? I know. I was going to say, what in the Handmaid's Tale is going on here?
So, yeah, he definitely crossed the line, and I'm not saying he probably means well, but I don't know where he got his guidance. I don't know who raised him. Wolves. I don't know where he came from, but this is just not the way to go with your teenage daughter or with any girl. And I know, and grown man, I see you're still. I think you're still here. I love you, and Angelo, of course, for everything you guys are doing out there. Shout out to Team Truth, by the way.
They're amazing.
I just had to say that before I say this also, that, a lot of times men, they have a way of expressing themselves that sometimes I think is not as fitting for dealing with women and women's issues as it would be for dealing with the things they're used to dealing with, the men things, so I just want to say, I don't know. T.I., I feel like he meant well, but I also feel like he's smart enough and old enough to know better. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't get excused because you mean well. I feel like you need to really look at outside of yourself. Look at her. Because I feel like that's embarrassing. This stuff that he said in his interview.
It is.
She's in college. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
really? That's what you're going to do? You're going to put her out there and she's intact. Her hymen's intact. Do you know how many? She might be getting a lot of action right now because of this.
That's what I was going to say.
Unwanted, maybe, too, attention. She's probably, you know what I mean? Like,
It's embarrassing. Well, and honestly, guys, I think it goes back to a point that you mentioned earlier, and it's probably one of the most concerning parts of it, really, because he's not, I'm sure he hasn't even thought about this, the implications of what could happen from this, as in her being controlled by men in her future. And that's something that stick with her for her life. And
absolutely.
That's very dangerous for her future.
Right.
And so I think that's the part that he's thinking that I'm going to protect her right now, but he's not in himself and how it's going to impact him, But what about her?
Right.
And that's the most concerning part to me. I think that part of it is, I don't know, just gives me chills. I don't like to hear that because it definitely can be very negative for her.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, love and light to her and the whole family, and hopefully he, maybe he will do a self-check. Maybe something's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and where he got his coattail pulled about doing this. I don't know. I kind of see Tiny saying something. Nia, do you have an impression of Tiny? Nia does great impressions, by the way.
That's her mom. Tiny's her mom now.
I know, but she's with her all the time.
True.
I'm just saying. I don't see her going. You don't know who she is?
I don't know how she speaks, but
oh,
I can't even imagine.
Oh, it's very distinctive.
I never watched her show.
Oh, okay.
How does she talk? I did watch Talking Loud with Keish, and she kind of has like, come on, woman.
You're talking about that blogger, the YouTuber Keisha. What's her name?
Yeah, I think it's Keisha. Yeah.
Something about the truth. Oh, Talking Loud. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't really watched her.
Talking Weird with Keisha T.
Talking Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, talk like that.
Well,
this is what a woman sounds like. Drink this in, Keisha T. This is what a woman sounds like.
Oh.
A black woman. I know. Yeah.
So you're saying she's not black? Are you saying that she's not black? Because I have heard her say she's mixed.
Oh no, she's white.
She is white.
She said she's biracial.
Oh, she did say that. I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe either.
Tell it right now.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm not gonna talk crap because
that's the pot calling the mocha.
Exactly.
They're just mocha.
I'm not black enough, but
yeah, you guys are a couple of white girls. I got a couple of white girls posing over here. No, I'm kidding. But that girl, yeah.
Jen and Lindsay do it.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to talk about them Saturday because I did have something queued up about them, actually. So we will discuss the twins. And I have people asking for likes. Wayne, thank you, Wayne. I'm going to make you a mod, Wayne, next time. Deshaun just flaked on me today.
In Deshaun's absence.
He is, and we were DMing on IG too. I kind of bounced out on him though because I had to go. But we got 6, so it looks like we got about maybe 20 couple people in the bushes. You guys could come out the bushes and hit the like button because I won't be able to see who you are. Unlike what the Hex woman said, you can't see who is watching. You can't see any emails. You can't, none of that. Okay. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Don't let people scare you off their channels thinking they can see you.
It doesn't even matter. And to all you mods on the P-Hive channel, when you block us, it does nothing. Nothing. That keeps us from commenting. With that account, from watching, you're doing absolutely nothing. I can't comment right then, but I'm still watching and talking a bunch of shit.
Oh, you're bursting their bubbles. Yeah.
I'm working on my impressions. Okay, woman. That's you, Keisha. I'm sorry. I try not to take shots unless someone starts this.
So. Yeah, I'm reading Doctor's comments in the chat, and he had initially said that T.I. didn't support him. I'm thinking you mean that T.I. did not support Team Truth. He's saying, but when that Houston's in Atlanta went down, I was directly on the phone with Jay Morrison and even contacted Jay with Angelo, and he still wouldn't support us. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, he just seems like someone.
Did you see his comment below? Throw me in.
Below?
Of twins? You see below that where he starts talking about
it says the twins won't be around anymore. They found out 2008 testimony can be used in this case. Yeah, I heard that. So yeah, they testified in 2008 against Sylvester. And then all of a sudden we're showing up on the P-Hive YouTubers channels supporting him. So I don't know what happened. They bumped their head. They got memory loss. They they think because they're twins that they are invisible. I don't know what the deal is or why somebody would
powers activate.
Right. I don't know. It could be just like DJ Dustpan or Leprechaun and how he all of a sudden he was put out there for really disrespecting Sylvester a lot and talking shit about him, and then it got put out there and now he's saying something else, which some people are defending, actually saying that people can change their mind, which I do agree. People can change their mind. We have people here who have changed their minds. Anybody listening in the bushes who's on the fence, listen, this over here is what is true as far as the facts, as far as what's really happening with the case. There are serious, not only allegations, of course, but the proof, the discovery, the witnesses. I mean, all of the things that are stacked against him are mountains of evidence, and he's buried. He's buried.
Yeah,
he's buried.
That he is,
and he's losing toenails.
And it's like on the twins too for our next one, like little timeline explaining who they are, what they were doing, why they did testify in 08, and why they decided to. Join the clique again. So I have quite a bit of info on that we can discuss on the next
Okay,
live.
Cool. Yeah, let's get that together for the next live because I do have some stuff too.
Show up. Maybe they'll do an interview.
Yeah, twins. call-in twins. We'll do call-ins also on Saturday. We'll have a lot looser show on Saturday, and we'll have it a little more. I don't know, this this retrograde situation in Mercury, I think is affecting a little bit of things. But we're all good. So, yeah, I just said losing toenails. So we're going to end this here. Real quick, though. Popeye's Chicken, there was a stabbing. There's been fights. There's been, I would say a murder, actually. They're saying there were rival gangs. That's what other people were saying. But the media wants to say it was because of the chicken sandwich, the Popeye's chicken sandwich. What I want to say about that chicken sandwich is that they re-rolled that thing out. I've never had one, and I have no interest in eating that. It looks disgusting to me. I don't even know how people, no judgment. But listen.
Does it have mayonnaise on it? Doesn't it have mayonnaise?
I don't even know. It just looks like a decrepit, it looks like a foot that the toes got chopped off. I don't know. It just looks, and then it got put in it just got fried. I don't know. It just looks gross. But I want to say this about, J-Man said there crack in it. Have you had them? Do you like these sandwiches? I just want to say about them is that I've seen the madness on the news and the lines. Like I said, someone was murdered somebody tried to cut the line because I guess they were afraid they were going to run out. And, I don't know who, and some people were, what?
No, yes, I'm freaking out.
What?
Well, people were saying that they were attributing the madness to the marketing skills or, the PR for the company, but I'm attributing it to R. Kelly voodoo.
That's what I was going to say.
And I say that because
they're just like the P-Hive.
Exactly. Well, what I think is that they have concocted something that they put in that recipe, and I think that witch doctor R. Kelly was using who left him has gone on to Popeyes. I think that R. Kelly's witch doctor is now working for Popeyes, and they put a little something on them sandwiches and got these people acting all kinds of crazy. And I agree, the P-Hive is very similar. So I wouldn't doubt if they are the ones that we're seeing in these fights. There were actual employees fighting each other also. So I don't know if it's in the air from this recipe. I would stay away from these things if I were you guys. Jody's saying
he had 5 the other day.
Who? Oh, you had 5, grown man, doctor?
He said I got 5 the other day. They wasn't shit.
Oh, but he got 5. Just get them. Okay. Well, yeah, I would definitely stay the fuck away from them damn things. I wouldn't trust them at all.
You can trust them.
Exactly. Chick-fil-A, hit me up. I'll do some sponsorships for you. Okay. So, Della said it's embarrassing. She says she lives in Maryland. That's so funny. Yeah. All right. So, any last words? We'll be back Saturday. I'll put the information up. Please look out and come back on Saturday. Yes. We got a lot more to talk about. I didn't even get to the timeline of all this motherfucker's lies, all his legal shit, and all his disgustingness. There's a whole timeline of it, and we're going to go through that on Saturday, and we're going to talk about those twins. Somebody was asking about them in the chat, I think, but we'll talk about them Saturday, and I think that's it for now.
Thank you, guys. Team Truth.
Team Truth, Goddess Warriors.
All year, 365.
Nia's going to drink wine on Saturday, so everybody beware.
Yes.
This was Sober Nia. This is Sober Nia we have here, so just know it's gonna be kind of lit. We're gonna be kind of lit. But I love you guys. Go ahead and hit those likes if you haven't on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and catch the replay if you missed any of this. It's been a whole 2 hours and something. Comment and let me know what's up. Don't comment. You don't have to comment like you're in the chat, though, because we're not there anymore. Because I get comments like, I can hear you. You don't need to do that. I love you guys for that, though. It's cool.
Yeah, they're like, who's talking now?
We'll make sure we keep that on tap. I think everyone knows. I think it's pretty clear. We all sound different.
Well, no, like sometimes even now, and if I scroll through, they're like, who's talking now? It's like, oh, I thought that was Mocha. I thought that was Nia.
They get us confused. Yeah, Wayne said last week, he's like, you and Nia do sound kind of alike when people are calling us the twins.
So when you speak, you should say, "This is Nia, da 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 da," or "This is Mocha, da 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 da."
That's what we have to do at work on conference calls. Might as well start doing it here.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Love you. Thank you for coming through.
Who's on the line?
Who's on the line? Maybe we should have an operator also who just kind of mediates all of it. Who's on the line? We have Nia speaking. Go ahead, Nia. Go ahead, Mocha.
That's for an important call from Nia.
All right, y'all.
Oh my God.
Take care.
Bye,
we'll see you Saturday.
Bye.
Thank you. Peace.